brothers, sisters, and others of all colors. Welcome back. Welcome to another YouTube video. I've been moving a lot in my videos, but this time I just got hit by like a crazy insight, and this is somewhat related to something I mentioned in that last video, where fear makes you more adaptable. Fear makes it easier for you to get around scenarios. And it's true. If your only objective is to move away, your mind isn't focused. Your mind is only looking for ways that it can get out of a situation, right? So if you're running from a fucking tiger, okay, and there's like trees ahead of you, there's like this big rock in the distance, there's a lake that you can cross that it's a little deep, but I'm sure like if you jump it right, you can have like a terrain advantage against the tiger. If there could be a stick on the ground, like stuff like that. Think about that. If you're getting chased by a tiger, your brain is like, okay, that's what we got to focus on. How do we get away from this tiger? What do we have in our environment to get away from this tiger? How do we avoid this? So, with that in mind, with that concept of fear being this fire that shoots behind you, but it can but you see so many different possibilities, so many different directions from that fear. Because of that, I've recognized something that if you are afraid, if you have insecurities, kind of like I do with my fucking fake hair, my not real hair, confirmed, showing. I don't even know if this is how this is supposed to look. But fuck it, we're going with it. So with that in mind, if you live in constant fear, if you are insecure about a lot of things, I'm insecure about a lot of shit, okay? I can appear very confident and very expressive. Well, I mean I do. I'm pretty sure that's hard to debate. In spite of that, there is a lot of fear. I have a lot of fear and insecurity, and a good chunk of that is kind of how I was raised, and just the living situation that I came from, and going to school and shit like that. But my backstory isn't important. What's important is that because of those things prove you have the tools now. In fact, your tools are better than ever. Because of those things, you can now deal with it. Because of that fear, you can now cope with it. Because of it. Because of all of the avoidance you've done over the years to avoid people seeing what you're insecure about, for people to avoid seeing whatever you're afraid of, or for you to avoid whatever you're afraid of. All of that practice in developing these tricks to get around it, all of these different ways you can dart around fucking your insecurities. Because of that, you actually have the perfect tool to deal with that, to be able to live with that insecurity, and to find security. Because insecurity is having your shield up. Fear is always having your shield up, always running. Security is having your shield down. Insecurity has you constantly watching. Security, you are able to respond, or has you constantly watching, so you're able to respond. Security is being able to respond if it happens, and to be comfortable with that, and to be able to handle it. And if you're already always watching, that sensitivity to the situation is still it's there. It's the exact same thing as the secure person's ability to pull their shield up. You having your shield up all the time and always watching and being ready to defend is just like the secure person who has their shield down, and then when the attack comes, they just pull it up, and they defend or they take the hit. So yeah, your ability to see all the different possibilities when, or all the time, to deal with what you're afraid of and to run from what you're afraid of, your ability to find all kinds of routes around what you're afraid of, is the same ability as a brave person who finds any route to get to where they need to go. The person who, when they are faced with the thing that they're the most afraid of, is willing to go through that, and they're willing to deal with whatever the consequences are. They have to have that same exact ability, that same exact fear, the same exact ability to circumnavigate anything. It's the same ability to circumnavigate but forward. It's just about why you're using it and letting go of that attachment, the classic, and reworking your mental model of how the world works. But anyways, that's the insight that just struck me. And that's all I have for you today. Peace.